Eala starts new season with WTA 250 ASB Classic in Auckland, NZ. And Alexandra Eala is off to a new season with high hopes and lofty goals following a banner year that catapulted her to one of the tennis world's brightest young stars. Ms. Eala is seeded fourth in the Women's Tennis Association, WTA, 250 ASB Classic starting on Monday at ASB Tennis Centre in Auckland, New Zealand, NZ. That serves as one of her warm-up tournaments for the highly anticipated Australian Open, AO, in Melbourne next week. Nobody say I didn't manifest it. Let's start the 2026 season, shall we? Said Ms. Eala on her Instagram, sharing a throwback photo of her playing on hardcourt before rising to the world stage. Ranked number 53 in the WTA rankings, the 20-year-old Filipina comes in only behind the top three seeds in Elina Svitolina, WTA number 14, of Ukraine, as well as the American pair of Emma Navarro, WTA number 15, and Eva Jovic, WTA number 35, as per the official draw. Also in the fray of the loaded main draw is the 45-year-old and seven-time major champion Venus Williams of the United States, who will also play in the AO as a wildcard along with Indonesia's Janice Chen, France's Varvara Grisheva, Croatia's Petra Marcinko, Hungary's Pana Udvardy, and Mexico's Renata Zurzuer, whom Ms. Eala already faced in other WTA Tour legs. Ms. Eala and Ms. Jovic will team up in the doubles tourney against the powerhouse duo of Ms. Svitolina and Ms. Williams, scheduled at 8:50 a.m. on Monday before her singles campaign on Tuesday slated at 6 a.m. Ms. Svitolina, a former WTA Tour Finals champion, and the decorated Ms. Williams will serve as two of the biggest and brightest opponents of Ms. Eala in her booming career so far after beating former Grand Slam champions Iga Swiatek of Poland, Jelena Ostapenko of Latvia, and Madison Keys of the United States at the Miami Open last year. As one of the top seeds in the singles, Ms. Eala drew WTA number 69 Donna Vekic of Serbia in the round of 32 on Tuesday after the ongoing qualifiers. Ms. Vekic, whose career high was at number 17, is also among the participants in the historic Philippine Women's Open slated on January 16th to 31st at the refurbished Rizal Memorial Tennis Center in Manila, where Ms. Eala is in line for a grand homecoming. World number 45 Tatiana Maria of Germany, number 55 Xin Wang of China, and number 66 Solana Sierra of Argentina are also in as the country, thanks to the Philippine Sports Commission, becomes part of the WTA Tour for the first time ever. Ms. Eala, as per the Philippine Tennis Association announcement on Sunday, has secured a wildcard entry in the Manila Tilt, albeit her availability will depend on the result of the Australian Open that kicks off its main draw on January 18th, like the other top-ranked players. But first things first for Ms. Eala, which plunges to the ASB Classic as first of her two tests ahead of the AO, where she is set for a main draw debut. Ms. Eala will also be in the Kooyong Classic on January 13th to 15th in Melbourne for her final pre-AO tourney. The lefty sensation earned a direct entry in the 103-player main draw as top 100 player in the world rankings after settling for wildcard invites in the qualifying rounds in the previous years. She bowed to Croatia's Jana Fett in round 1 last year, 7-5, 6-2. The AO main draw remains as the only major Ms. Eala has not played in after strutting her stuff in the Wimbledon, French Open and US Open, where she became the first Filipina winner in any Grand Slam main draw last year following a stunning upset of world number 15 and 2025 ASB Classic champion Clara Torsen of Denmark, 6-3, 2-6, 7-6, 13-11. Ms. Eala won the AO Girls Doubles crown in 2020, teaming up with Indonesian pal Priska Madeline Nugroho, underscoring her caliber then as the world number 2 junior player before climbing to the women's pro as now one of the world's rising stars. A new dawn in Auckland, Alex Eala begins 2026 with fire and ambition. In the crisp New Zealand summer breeze, beneath the bright Auckland sun, a new chapter in professional tennis is about to unfold, and at its heart is a young athlete whose story has already begun to electrify the sport. Alexandra Eala, the 20-year-old Filipino sensation, steps onto the hard courts of the ASB Classic, the WTA 250 tournament that traditionally signals the official kickoff of the women's tour year. Business World Online +1. For Eala, this is more than just a tournament. It is the moment her 2026 season truly begins. From dreams to reality, the journey to Auckland. Alex Eala's rise has been nothing short of meteoric. Born in the Philippines, she first burst into international attention as a junior, winning the Australian Open Girls Doubles title in 2020. From there, she steadily climbed the professional ranks, breaking into the WTA Top 100 and becoming the first Filipina to do so, a milestone for both her and Philippine tennis. GMA Network. But entering a new season, especially one that promises grand slams, trophies, and personal milestones, requires more than past achievements. It demands belief, the kind that comes from dedicated preparation, mental resilience, and the courage to manifest big goals. Nobody say I didn't manifest it. Let's start the 2026 season, shall we? Eala posted on Instagram as she looked ahead to her debut in Auckland, embodying both her confidence and her determination. Business World Online. This mindset, rooted in optimism but backed by tangible progress, reflects how she carries herself at just 20 years old, a fierce competitor with a calm and focused spirit. A tournament of legends and rising stars. The ASB Classic in Auckland is more than a warm-up event. It's a competitive battleground where established champions meet rising talents. On the outdoor hard courts, players test their form, sharpness, and readiness for what's to come, especially the Australian Open, which begins soon after. Women's Tennis Association. For Eala, the draw at this tournament is both challenging and inspiring. Alina Svitolina, former WTA Finals champion and one of the top seeds. Women's Tennis Association. Emma Navarro and Eva Jovic, strong American contenders also seeded above Eala. Women's Tennis Association. Venus Williams, the iconic 7-time Grand Slam champion, brought into the doubles draw via wildcard. Business World Online. Eala enters as the 4th seed, a testament to her improved ranking and the respect she has earned on the tour. Philstar.com. This field combines seasoned professionals with inspirational veterans and hungry young stars, a tapestry that illustrates the evolving nature of women's tennis today. The opening challenge in singles. In her singles campaign, Alex will face Donna Vikic of Croatia in the round of 32, a tough opponent with deep experience at the highest levels of the game. Vikic, a former top 20 player, brings power, tactical savvy, and years of tour experience. GMA Network. For Eala, this match represents a defining first test, one that could set the tone not just for the tournament, but for her entire season. Her preparation, confidence, and clarity of focus will be paramount. A win here could cement her readiness for the Australian Open. A battle fought well, regardless of result, could sharpen her competitive edge. Doubles drama. Youth meets experience.